According to a survey, 84% of all presentations are boring. And to be honest, even if you speak perfectly, there are some topics that are relatively boring. Today, you will get a simple question that you can ask yourself in order to find interesting informations in your subject area, and that you can ask yourself when you don't know how to present this information with exciting, interesting methods. I myself have already given a few presentations on rather boring topics, and you ask yourself whether there are any ways to present non-exciting topics in an exciting way. And today I would like to ask you a very simple question. What could be something crazy that I could do now if everything were doable, that I could do to improve my presentation? Studies have found out if you think differently from the others, then there will also be creative answers from the audition, because many people cannot think so creatively, or they don't have that innovative thing. So we now ask ourselves the question: what could I do now that you normally wouldn't do? Or what could I do now if everything were doable? A perfect example of this comes from Steve Jobs, who published the MacBook in a very special way. Generally, if you want to know how to give a good presentation, check out his presentations. So what did Steve Jobs do? He didn't just take the new MacBook with him on stage and say, "Look how thin the new MacBook is." Instead, he did it really smart. He didn't come with some kind of package or with a big box. He came out with an envelope that had the new MacBook in it. At first, everyone asked themselves, what should we do now with a letter? We are here for a new Apple product. The point was, laptops were way too big, and back then there were no iPads. He took the new MacBook out of the envelope, and it was a big surprise, because no one thought there is a laptop in it, because laptops were way too big back then. And that's just one of many ideas. In general, you can always ask yourself this one question when you want information or when you want to present information. So the big question of this presentation is, what crazy could I do now to make my presentation more exciting? What crazy information or which crazy way of presentation could I do if everything would be doable? You will notice there are many interesting, creative and innovative ideas that make your boring presentation a bit more exciting. Thanks for your attention.